Everyone knows about Govee Permanent Outdoor Lights. They're one of the biggest names in the permanent outdoor lighting space, and the lights themselves are great. But as a master electrician who installs both the Govee, Lumary, and other brands, the installation experience is a completely different story. With Govee, the biggest issue is the hardware. The mounting relies on stick-on backs and tiny plastic supports, which make the whole install way more time-consuming than the Lumary. And if you buy their 200-foot kit, you actually can't run all 200 feet off of one controller. You have to use a second inline power box, and then figure out where to hide that box on your exterior wall or under an eave. So today, I'm going to show you why I recommend the Lumary Permanent Outdoor Lights for homeowners who want a clean, permanent, professional looking install. Let me show you the difference.
All right guys, so today we have a good one. Let's grab the bags. We are going to be installing some permanent outdoor lights. What up, Paul? So Lumary, awesome company. We put these up last year and they actually sent us out a couple new sets. So this is their 2025 version. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get these things installed and show you guys how easy they are to put up. The kits come like this. Super simple, super easy. This is a really sticky 3M sticky back here on the back. So when you go to install these, it just slides off and it's got a hole right there where you can put a screw in it. Last year's model only had 150 feet of length. Going from there to the other side, up to that upper eave, all the way across over, and then to the front side and coming back down 150 feet, ended right there on that corner. So I had to add a second set. But this year, the new model is 200 feet. So you can order them in, I think, 3 separate sizes, like 50 foot, 100 foot, and 200 foot or something like. You check it out on the website. Where'd you put those lights? Oh, here they are. Good job, Paul. Right here's the end. You just have a male side and a female side. So there's our receptacle right there. So all you need is a receptacle somewhere. We're gonna start right there and then go from this point right here, across, over, and then up to the upper section up there. The good thing I like, Paul, is that it's not just like Christmas lights, right? It's October right now. We're gonna use it for Halloween, so you can have your purple and orange. 4th of July, you could have red, white, and blue, right? Valentine's Day, you can turn them pink, like whatever you wanna do. So every holiday, you can use them because these are permanent outdoor lights. Yep, and they stay. You don't have to take them down. That's the other thing. I do not want to have to get up to that second story again. Yeah, so this is your controller button remote that you can use. This button has a couple different options that you can do as far as the lights are concerned. Flashing lights, change the color. But the app is where you can really do all the, you can turn specific lights on and off, turn specific lights certain colors, right? Amazing, super cool. First thing you have to plug in is the button controller. So you can see here, very simple. Just goes like this. Plugs in, make sure it's seated all the way, tighten this up, that's good to go. And then this plugs right here to this side. So that's what I was saying, make sure you start with the male end where your receptacle is. The male end where your receptacle is, and then this just plugs in right here, just like that. It's got a super nice weather tight seal right there. Pop this on, and there you go. Oh, and it also comes with a remote. And then stainless steel screws so that they don't rust out. And they last for a long time. Extra sticky backs in case you mess up. So right here on this, you can see how long this is. So that gives us a bunch of length from where we plug it in. Down below, I'll show you guys right now. Here, check this out. Come over here. This is what I'm saying. Make sure you have the female end coming at you right here, and you start the lights themselves on the male end. These are so nice, bro. Way smaller than last year's model, so we're not gonna see them as much. Grab those screws, that's good like that. So we'll support that here in a little bit. Yeah, so that's a good point, Paul. Let's make sure they're plugged in so that as we're installing them, we know that we didn't put a screw through something or mess something up, and we make sure that they're working as we go. But let me plug this first one in before you plug that on. Really tight seal there, dude. All right, go ahead.
Plugged in.
Plugged in, press the button. There it is. Press it again. Again. All right, so the first one I always start with, way over in the corner here. We had one there, so I'm gonna try and reuse the old screw holes. You got the screws, Paul? Long and short. Let's use the long since we already had ones in there. That's kind of nice. They're probably trying to make sure that the screw will work in the old existing holes. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the quick and easy way to do this. Last year I was kind of learning how to do it when I made the videos. I found a super fast way. Get that peeled off. Last year I ended up with these sticky backs all over my driveway because they kept falling everywhere. Handy dandy impact, best one out there. Take the first one. You want to get it set right where you want it. There it is. There's the first one. After that, it only gets easier. So once you have the first one in, it literally just clips right in there, just like that. So here's what we do, okay? Quick and easy. There we go. Just like that. When you're starting in the beginning, you want to be really careful that you don't pull this off. So you get it lined up where you want it. Lined up where you want it, and then stick it, okay? And then pull it off, and then just take your screw. There it is. And then it lines up perfect. And I like to make sure that the wire's not twisted like that. And then this should, boom, right where you want it. Now they give us these little clips to help this to not droop. And they also now this year have, Paul, plastic covers that go over the wire. So it completely covers and blends in so that you don't have any drooping wires. I don't have them yet. They didn't have them ready to ship out. But when I get them, I'm gonna do another video on it. But it should just go from this point right here to this point right here, and it completely hides the wire. So it's super nice. All right, if you want, start pulling those so I can stick them. Oh, so we can stick a whole bunch on all at once, right? Hold this one in place so it doesn't get messed up. And then come right here, and there you go. Pop it off. And we just clip it on. Just like that. One thing, you do want to clear if you got anything on there. But we're gonna get these up super fast together. If you have a second person, it really helps. What you should do is you and your neighbor should buy them, and then you and your neighbor can work together. See, clear that a little bit. We'll put a screw in each one of those. You don't have to put the screw. It really sticks really good. So if you are worried about your fascia and you don't want to put a screw in there, you do not have to. I want to. There we go. And like I said, we'll put it in where we know it's not going to be twisted. There's that one. There we go. And that's it. Nice and clean. And we need to run all the way up to the second story up there. Let's see if Paul can get these ones. What up, Paul? What up, Paul?
Let's see. They're all tangled.
Get him. What up, Paul? Say hi. It's my favorite. Get it on there.
Taking to the ladder.
Oh! I got you. You got it?
Like that?
Yeah, you're just gonna follow it on the corner there. Yeah, and then we'll put a clip on there. Got it?
Yeah.
So you can see here, we're gonna come around this corner, and then, I don't know if you can tell right there, but I put a screw right at the peak because I think it looks funny when you don't have a light right at the peak. So you'll see how we do that here in a second. So on this house, we got that one peak over there, and then we got those two up there. So you can see how I put one at the peak and at the peak. And it looks really cool at night when you actually put one at the peak. But sometimes it's kind of hard. You got to put a screw in. Just got to slip this on and turn it. Go right there. Pull it down. Just like that. There you go. And it's a little wobbly, but it doesn't matter. And then what I do right here, so you can see the distance here. So yeah, like I said, that's a little bit loose. You know, I'm gonna go a little tighter with that to where it actually holds somewhat tight once I turn it. There we go. Let's go like that. Slide that on and then turn it. It should hold it in place, yeah. Okay, and then this one, match the distance from here to here, here to here, right? So I already measured it last year. And I'm gonna just put it right over the old spot, right there. At nighttime, that looks killer. So you just take this, roll it up, and I just tuck it. And I'll put a strap up in there to hold it so it stays hidden. That's pretty clean. And then same thing right here. Let's go like this. Get the strap. And that'll stay nice and hidden just like that. Tools you need to do this, it's not a whole lot. I'll put them down in the description as well as the link for these lights if you want to pick them up. Really does help the channel if you if these are some lights you want. If you use the links, it does give us a little bit of a commission that helps me to continue making content like this. And if you haven't seen our other videos, we have some pretty crazy electrical videos where we do panel upgrades and all sorts of stuff like that. All right, let's get this last screw in here, Paul, and then we'll do the upper side. Move the ladder. Gotta be OSHA approved, you know? Peel, peel, peel. Stick, stick, stick. Screw, screw, screw. Clip, clip, clip. That's how it works. And there it is. Yeah, exactly. So we'll hop up on the second story, and what's really cool here is, so I don't want lights on this side of the house right here. I do want them up on that corner up there. So as you can see, there's lights the whole way. What's cool here, Paul, is any sections that you don't want lights, but let's say you need to jump from one eave to the next, you can just turn those lights off in the app. So you don't have to worry about cutting this and splicing it together and getting rid of it. Just turn them off. There's no lights there. So you can turn all those ones off. So we have two spots where we have to jump the eaves from here to here, and then on that side from there down to hit that lower eave that's right over there. So I just turn those couple, if there's 6 lights, 8 lights, 10 lights, 15 lights, turn that little section off and you're good to go. All right, we've got to get on the roof now.
Flashing red? Yep.
Just gonna take these, put them together. This right here is exactly why I don't want to do solar. There we go, Paul. Nice. Very cool. That's good. You getting that last one, Paul?
Yeah.
So we got all these up on the second level, and then we're gonna continue all the way around to the front, but I think I'm gonna rent a boom lift to get this second section around the front of the house. I don't want a chance. I tried that last year. Not the funnest thing. It's not worth it, dude. Seen way too many YouTube shorts. Not good day, and Instagram reels of not good days on ladders. All right, let's go get that truck, dude. Coast Equipment Rentals. These guys are awesome. If you guys are in San Diego County, there's our bucket truck. The right way to install Christmas lights, holiday lighting there. There we go, baby. Let's go hang some Christmas lights, huh? Man, I gotta get me one of these. To run one of these, we got to turn the PTO on. So for this truck, we just need to turn these 4 switches on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good to go. And then that gives us power to the bucket back there.
Do you have to have the car running for it to be working?
Yeah, it's got to run. And then we have to make sure the emergency brake's on this thing. But that's it. So let's get out of the van, my utility tool bag, and put my drill, and we'll grab the screws right now and we'll get going. We got to beat this rain, bro.
I know.
Shout out to a friend of mine who gave me this. This thing is awesome, exactly what we need for this job. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you giving me this. Make sure we got some tape in there. And then all the screws those are them. I got more of them right here. Right there. And this, Paul, is the right way to hang Christmas lights or holiday lights.
The only way.
The only way. Let's do it. Nice little bucket. It's our controller right there. Up and down, high speed, low speed, raise, lower, retract, extend. Nice. All right, let's go, my friend. Bro, that storm is coming. right there. Good. There's 2. Pull them. These are pretty cool lights, dude. There's our corner. Like that, and this will turn like that. Perfect.
You can see it in the background, all the clouds.
We gotta hurry, dude. Don't hurry too fast. Nobody's getting hurt today. Nice. So we got that section right there all the way. And then right under here, you can see we got these clips that they give us right here. Pretty fancy. They look good. We're almost there. We got that peak. We just gotta get this peak now. And then we're done. But we got them all up and nice and clean. This set definitely looks really nice. So let's run through the app and we'll see how easily it connects. I'll show you guys some of the different settings that it has. And there it is, everybody. They look super nice on the house, very clean. It's set to the Halloween setting right now. Once you get the lights installed, you just jump over, you download the Lumary app, you connect it straight to your Wi-Fi, and then once you're in there, you have all these different settings. So I can turn the lights on and off. Schedules, we can set it to dusk to dawn, where as soon as the sun goes down, the lights come on during the holiday, whatever holiday you want to use them for. And as I said, these are permanent lights, so we don't ever have to take them off. You got the running lights there for 4th of July, Thanksgiving setting, Halloween. So many different options with this. There's another really cool one for Christmas. And then as I said earlier, you can match the cool white, bright white, and the warm white. So that's a nice cool white right there, and a bright white, and then your warmer white. It's really nice. This is one of my favorites. And then of course you can have the candy cane look there. There's just so many different options with this, and what's really cool is you can set it to music. Hello, hello, ho, ho. So you can see there, it's running off of my voice right now, which is absolutely amazing. So if you just got a little boombox or something, set it outside a stereo, played the music, it's gonna play to the music. If you notice over here, the very end one, we actually cut 2 lights off. So we told the app in here that we only have 118 lights. So if you can see that right there, I only have 100, it comes with 120 lights. It's 200 feet long for the setup that I have, but I cut 2 of them off. So I only have 118. So I confirmed that it knows how many lights. So I have those ones that go right up there. I want to turn those off as well. So we're closer to the end here. So I'm just gonna guess it's probably like right in here. So let's see, let's turn that off. Yep, that caught one of them. One before, or that's after that one, and then go backwards, and there they are. So now that jumper from eave to eave, I turned those off and you can't see them. So nice and clean, you have full control of everything in here. Super slick lights. Well, that's it, everybody. We got them installed today. We beat the rain. As I said, the link's down in the description if you want to pick these up, and thank you so much to Lumary for providing these for us so that we can get them installed and show everybody out there what they're all about. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.